So hey, welcome to the Northwest New Jersey Beekeepers Mentoring Yard. Bob Kloss and I, Kevin England, are here prepping these hives for next week. We're going to have a lot of new beekeepers in here and we're going to take them through the beehives. If you've never seen our mentoring yard, this is at Valley Crest Farms in Clinton Township, New Jersey. We have two yards. Bob and I have our vehicles parked up by the other one, which is the club apiary. And then this is for beekeepers who are part of the club to have a place to put hives. And these three in the foreground are mine. And Bob, we just went through these hives. The two small ones over here on the right are yours.
Yeah, so this was the first time we've been in these hives. Those two were quote unquote gifted to me by someone who had a bear attack them. So Kevin and I went over there, we uprighted them, we threw them on my truck, and we brought them up here last year. And the few experiences we had with them from us and from other beekeepers is they were pretty aggressive.
Yeah, they were a little testy.
And we thought we were going to have to requeen them this year. And I've been watching them all winter, and to this point they were both alive because they were bringing in pollen, both of them. And I didn't go into them, so I'm not sure how testy they were. But today we went in, and one of them, we found the queen. And it was a small cluster. It's a weak hive for sure, but at least we have a laying queen. And the other one, I had been watching it for 15 or 20 minutes before Kevin got here. And I noticed that there was zero pollen coming in. And I thought that was very strange. So we suspected something was going on. And when we went in it,
we found that it has a colony that's hanging on, but there doesn't appear to be an operational queen. We didn't see any bees being raised, so we're going to take a look at it next weekend and decide what to do. We might just combine the two together and go that route. We'll see, and we want to be able to show the new beekeepers what hives look like coming out of winter. Now these three here, the middle one is absolutely booming. It's got bees from floor to ceiling, and in fact the box on top we put on today just to give it more space because we assume that hive is going to be really primed for swarm very early. The other two we looked at, they're really nice sized colonies coming out of winter, and we're going to split those colonies, make more bees from them. So Bob, you and I have been talking, and we're going to do some queen rearing out of these colonies. We're going to pull resources out and create a hive by which we graft and put bees and rear them from this stock. And I think we're going to put that all together next weekend too. So we have a lot of plans to take new beekeepers and seasoned beekeepers alike through to show them what we're going to be doing with these hives.
I think one of the things that we saw again today is you can't always tell from the outside what's going on in a hive, right? So this really strong hive, based on what we saw, bringing in pollen, lots of bees almost falling off the front of the hive. We weren't really sure whether it was just a booming hive or that maybe they are getting ready to swarm, right? Or what was going on until we popped the top.
Yeah. Didn't find any swarm cells, but we do see drones, which is an indicator that swarming is right around the corner. And the reason we keep talking about that is it's the first week of April, and we know traditionally April 15th, that is the swarm season. The trees here haven't broken out yet, but they're all in bud, and next week or two it's going to be game on. So one of the things you might note about this location is this is a pollinator field. When this field breaks in the springtime, the entire surface is covered with flowers. This is a joint project between Valley Crest Farms and the Northwest New Jersey Beekeepers, along with other partners, to plant the field, and there's probably a half dozen or more different types of flowers and pollinator plants across the entire field here. How many acres is it, Bob?
So the pollinator plot is actually 4 acres, and we received a grant from the state of New Jersey to help us purchase the seed and plant some plugs to give it a kickstart. What I found this year was every couple of years it's important that the field be mowed down in the spring, usually before April 1st, so we kind of missed that deadline this year, but that helps to really rejuvenate a little bit. The other thing that was interesting was when we planted it, the wildflower seeds are so tiny. Like for that 4 acres, some of the seeds only required 1 pound of seed. So we needed a special planter in order to distribute that properly and not just dump it all in one place. Fortunately, Valley Crest was able to get one of those for us to help us plant the field.
Yeah, it is really a great place for hosting our bees. And one of the things I want to talk about while we're standing here and see the bees flying around in circles, new bees being reared by the queen in these colonies come out all day long. And when they come out, the foragers look to see what the landscape looks like. They fly circles above the hives. They're orienting themselves to the hive. If you move the hive where the colony exists, the bees would come back physically to that spot. They're so anchored, and we just see some of these bees flying loops around here. That's what they're doing.
It's funny, Kevin, because they're orienting to us.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we're not going to be here forever, so they're going to have to reorient to the hives.
So just a quick update of what we're going on next Saturday, weather permitting. Sunday is the rain date. We'll be in these hives teaching new beekeepers, and we come out here several times a year and maintain the hives. And yeah, it's a lot of fun, and we're just here checking things out in anticipation of setting that meeting up. Hope you enjoyed the quick talk that we gave you. Okay. Go ahead, it's on.
Okay, where are we going? Okay, so Kevin gave an introduction to the pollinator plot. We actually got a grant from the state of New Jersey.
I think it's the same plane.
Probably is. Our luck is just going to be circling the field. Saying, oh, look at there's beehives down there.
Look, there's guys standing down there. What are they doing? Shooting a video?
Yeah, no, that must be Channel 4.
Yeah.
Oh, look at those guys.
You know, the bees are coming back, Bob. Yeah, there's a million more.
Did you get a chance to see Landy?
I did see Landy
It
on
was,
TV.
you know,
That was
very,
cool.
very cursory.
Yeah,
But, hey,
good for her.
You got on national television, so.
Yeah. All right, come back in here.